Tell me about Mel. Well, I'm a retired. I'll say I am. Sorry, about the game. I'll tell him I am retired. I am retired. Let's see what happens. How do you feel about being retired? I'm okay with it. Wait a minute. I'm okay. I just realized something, by the way. I just realized something. I'm okay. How do you feel about being okay? I just realized we're missing the introduction that has a lot of graphics. I think I forgot to say quit for the prior session. I'm typing quit. Yeah, in other words, I came in the middle of a session. I will say quit. Wow. So you can see that now we're getting somewhere. So here you see the quit. Mel, thank you for traveling with Hal9000 using Twilio. I'm very interested in your questions or your comments, especially if you dialed in from Israel or the UK. Please email me at this address. So yeah, I forgot to quit out of a prior session. So this is actually at the end of a session. You know, I'm going to start over, just continue. So this is the end of a session. Mel, you can call me at this number. So I'll start again. Type my name again. All right. Sorry about that. I didn't properly end the prior session. I'll type in my name. All right, okay. Put myself back over here. So, boy, Mel, first choose a, this is what, confused here. You know what? Let me do a quit and start completely over, okay? So we'll do, all right. Over here, quit. All right. Goodbye. Yeah, all right. So now, that was a power failure, interrupted everything here. So I'll type it. This is the beginning right over here. You see, over here. Mel, goodbye. That was a prior session. This wouldn't usually happen. I'll type in my name again. Oh, stop it. Excuse me. Mel. So. All right, let's spool back a little bit here. Spool back. So that's what happened. I typed in Mel, and I got this thing, Hal9000 using trailer. So the first thing is, the first time you can look at the trailer on Hal9000. You know, this is very involved with Hal. So you know what's happening here? You know, I integrated Eliza, the old AI program, with Hal. Let's see what happens here.
Do you mind if I ask you a personal question?
Go right ahead.
I wondered whether you might be having some second thoughts about the mission. How do you mean?
Yeah, I made a little trailer about that movie.
Open the pod bay doors, please, Hal. Open the pod bay doors, Hal. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
So I wanted to show that when you do a WhatsApp application,
This conversation can serve no purpose anymore. Goodbye.
Hey, shalom. Thank you for hitting the play button. And maybe wondering, why did I make Hal9000? Well, I'm not really sure. But I wanted to learn more about Twilio, a really incredible piece of software for integrating sound and voice and music and text and graphics with your telephone, as you can see in a few minutes. Also, I wanted to learn more Python programming, and of course, give me a chance to pay a little homage to Stanley Kubrick's 2001, and to experiment with the program with Eliza, a very early AI program written by Joseph Wiesenbaum, maybe 50 or 60 years ago. So put them all together, and I came up with Hal. So I hope you enjoy it. You're gonna have a good time, I promise. Inshallah.
okay, so this is a version, this is a trail I did for the SMS version. And so I just plopped that in there. This shows you can have links in your WhatsApp program, but you can't play dynamically music. So what happened over here? My name is Hal9000, I'm a personal Algerian therapist. All right, let's go down a little bit. I can speak French, German, Spanish. German, I'm German twice. You can also speak Hebrew and Chinese. Actually, it text in Hebrew and Chinese. Please be candid, it says. Certainly will be. No, first choose a language, English, Spanish, French, or German. It can also be Chinese and Hebrew. Go ahead, text me your language. Well, you know, this first one, let's just keep it simple. I'll take it. Blocking everything here. What do I do?
Do you mind if I ask you a personal question?
I already did that. All right. Okay, so I said English. Mel, when we're speaking or texting English, let's talk about your family. How are you and your family dealing with social isolation caused by the virus? Quite a mouthful. So this is like a text version of. So let's say we're doing okay. Sorry, I'm doing fine. Well, not really fine. I'm just. Really fine. Let's see what happens. I'm really fine. Yeah, well, I am pretty. I am pretty okay. Not easy on my. A lot of people. Very anxiety producing this virus. So I spent time with my grandchild, Jack. So I'd say I'm like fine. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'd say yes. But, I ask you why. Well, it's a little intrusive. I just accept, I accept things the way they are. You know, also, I can put on the, I can put on the voice. I accept things the way they are. How do you really feel when you say that? Well, that's the truth. I like using the voice input. Oh. Let's say something. Tell me about your family. Well, I have a wife and 3 children and 1 grandchild. Tell me about your marriage. Well, very happily married. If you're so nosy. Why do you say that, very happily married, if you're so nosy? You appear to be very nosy. You're welcome to have lunch with us, though. You have it as a lunch. Oh, I fell asleep here. I didn't sleep that well last night. Okay. Wait a minute. This voice is. Turn the voice on. Let me erase this here. Why do you say that? Listen, anyway, you get the idea that it's thinking gone forever, by the way. Why do you say that you're very happily married? Why do you want to know? No, why don't you tell me the reason why you do want to know? I don't want that way with that. I get a little hungry for lunch. So I'm going to take a little break. Oh, so I'm going to take a little nap, have a little lunch. Oh, so I'm going to take a little nap, have a little lunch. Why don't you tell me the reason why you want to know? All right, we're going to come back to this a little later. I have to take a nap. I have a little lunch. And then we'll go over different kinds of languages we could use. All right, let me just put the stop recording button here. Should I? Stop recording. Hi, so we're back, and I'll be talking about Hal9000 again, but this time as a WhatsApp application with a special interest in using the iPhone keyboard to text Hebrew. Basically have a conversation with Hal in Hebrew, for that matter, a conversation with Hal in Chinese, or even French or German or Spanish. So we're going to start out with Hebrew, and we'll go over the code a little later at some point, maybe a different video. But so the point of the matter is that In order to text Hebrew, you have to bring up the Hebrew keyboard on the iPhone. And how do you do that? Good question. So I've already done a partial setup. You see the key, this little thing with the, I picked the Hebrew keyboard. How do I do that? There's a button that has the, like the earth on it. So you can do that on your own time. You can have any keyboard imaginable, almost any keyboard imaginable on your iPhone. So I picked Hebrew. Now, how do we start this baby? Maybe I shouldn't have done it that way. You know what? So let me switch back to English, because I think when we start the program, basically we have to speak text English. Then we're asked what the language do you want to speak, and then we'll pick Hebrew. Then we'll use the Hebrew keyboard. So I'm going to switch back to the English keyboard. Push that button. I don't know if you can you actually see that button on this? You really can't see the button. It's like a world button. When you install different keyboards on your iPhone, you get this little button, but you can't see it. But let me just switch to English. Okay, now we're doing English. So now how it works, remember, where you simply type in your first name, which in my case is Mel, sort of a no-brainer. So we'll put in Mel. This should probably work. Mel. See what happens. Wow, kicked off. Okay. And it's Homer. So it says Mel. First choose a language: English, Spanish, French, or German. It can also be Chinese or Hebrew. Go ahead and text me your language. Right? So we decided we're going to use Hebrew. So I'll type in Hebrew. Hebrew. Okay. And we'll see what happens. Hebrew. Wow. So very interesting. So what did it actually say? It gave me a string of Hebrew words. The first one in Hebrew, by the way, it says ML, Mel. It says beseder, beseder. I don't know why, maybe it still has the word speak here, that's why. Beseder means I'm okay. And there's a string of words, if Yachol, in any event, I know a little Hebrew. I'm studying Hebrew right now. And at the very end of this says, Ata Margesh Akshav, which means, how are you now? I think Ein Ata Margish Akshav, how are you right now? So let's say I want to respond Hebrew Beseda, which means I'm okay. Beseda means I'm okay. So I go on my my Hebrew keyboard, I put it on voice. Now I can speak. Beseda. Oh. Right here. Put it on voice. Beseda. What I said. You know what? This is what it look like. Oh, did I pick the Hebrew keyboard? It doesn't seem to work here for some reason. Let me do this again here. Ma shlamcha. Mushroom. How? What's going on here? It's supposed to text Hebrew. I don't know. Looks familiar. Maybe I'll quit and start over. I'm not too sure. I'll quit. It says Mel, Toda, Al Medaber, Eat, I eat, which means Mel, Togo, thank you for speaking ET with me. Not bad, huh? Let's see, maybe I'll just start again. I'll put in the word Mel. Wait a minute. What's the key? Let me see, the keyboard is English, not Mel. Mel, choose a language. You know, let me pick English again, just for the heck of it. And then we'll change it like English. Right. Yeah. English. E N wait a minute. E-N-G-L-S-H. English. So Mel, okay, we'll be speaking, texting in English. Let's talk about your family. How are you and your family dealing with the social isolation caused by the crisis? I'll put down just fine. Just fine. Okay. Just fine. So remember, it says Mel, okay. Remember, okay, but said that before? Wait, it said Mel, okay. We will be speaking or texting in English. Let's talk about your family. How are you and your family dealing with the social isolation caused by the virus? I'll say just fine. All right. No, really? Fine. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Let's quit. Then we'll go back and try the Hebrew with a Hebrew import. See what happens. Quit. I have a bug here. I don't know. Quit. All right. So Hal was thanking me. Mel, goodbye in English. Let me try this. So let me just, I'll say Mel again. It should ask me what language I want to speak. Mel. Mel. All right. Choose a language. All right. So I'll say Hebrew. Hebrew. All right. So that's interesting. So it says Mel Beseda. Let's go up a little bit, by the way. You see what it said? Mel, my name. When we said Mel up here, right? We said Mel over here, right? We said Mel. And then Hal replied, Mel, my name is Hal9000. It's really all your personal Rogerian therapist. I can speak French, German, Spanish, and German. I also speak Hebrew. So we go down a little bit. And it says, Mel, the Seder, which is thank you. Li sheini every yachol. You see? Lahavin ivrit. So, about this is saying, but I could also speak other languages. Looks like, what's German? Shell. And at the very end it says, Atar, Margash. How are you feeling now? Let's go up a little bit. Yeah. Okay. Go up a little bit. It says, please be candid. All right. Wait a minute. Then it said, well, all right. So anyway, I'm speaking Hebrew. Now that I respond in Hebrew, I think I changed the keyboard. Let me try the keyboard, change the keyboard to let me go back to the WhatsApp application. This is a little confusing, I'm afraid. Let's go back to the WhatsApp. So I think all we have to do is over here, change it to a Hebrew. Hebrew. Now it's, I can text in Hebrew. I can speak. I even have to speak in Hebrew. Ma shemcha. Aha. Ma shemech. It says that. Yeah. So now Hebrew. Let's just erase that. I just type in, I said the Hebrew word yes. Cain. Oh, the speaker on. Cain. Mel. Be'emes, which means the truth. Tell me the truth. Ma. Be'emes. Zeb said, are you really okay? Zeb beseder? Loyot kana iti? I think it's saying, are you really okay? So I'll say, now we're really rolling. So you see that I use the Hebrew keyboard, and I made voice input to a Hebrew keyboard, and I generated a Hebrew word, which was, what was the word? The word was, I don't know what it was. Oh yeah, Cain. I said Cain. You see the word Cain? Yes? All right. So now I'll say the Hebrew word beseder, which means I'm okay. So let me put the voice on again. Okay. Beseder. Do that. Okay. So I type in the word. So I voiced and put the word okay, and let's see what happens. All right, do that. I should get a Hebrew response. And then it says Mel, Be'emes. That means, is that the truth? Are you telling me the truth? So I'll say, I'll say lo. I'll say ani lo beseder. Let me try that, which means I'm not okay. I think that's what you said. I need lo beseder. Okay, so I'm going to say I'm not okay. See what happens. Go back over here. Pick up this. Put on the voice. Okay. How? Ani lo beseder. Mel. Haim ata bemet beseder. So anyway, we're getting back Hebrew. We're typing in Hebrew. I want to get an Israeli. No, drink the water here. Water. So that's the idea. I can do text of Hebrew on a Hebrew keyboard and get back Hebrew text. Now, you might say, well, big deal. What? No, it is a big deal. It took me a while to get that to work. So then I'm gonna put on the word. Let me say quit. What will quit do here? Let's see. Quit. No, what is this? So I have to do in order to quit. I probably have to change the keyboard back to English keyboard and then type in the word quit. Let's do that. English. But then I'll type in quit. Q-U-I-T. Finished up. So thank you. Thank you for speaking with me. Okay. So quit did end the session. The Hebrew part. Now I have an opportunity to start again. This time we're going to use a Chinese keyboard. Watch this. Watch and learn. Okay, first we'll type in my name. Now we'll pick Chinese. Now, Chinese. So we should get a nice message back, saying to us, let's put it in first. There it is. Well, it didn't quite translate every word, but you get the idea though. So if we went up a little bit, it probably said, my name is Hal9000. I mean, wait a minute. We'll try it in English later. Okay. So that's the Chinese version. Now what I gotta do now is I gotta bring up the Chinese keyboard and answer it and start talking, conversing and texting in the Chinese keyboard. So I go over here, go pick Chinese. And now I can try a little Chinese. Ni hao ma. Ni hao ma. I don't know what that means. We'll do it again. Ho hen how. Ho hen how. Get some answer back here. So you can see that's the Chinese keyboard. And let's go back to English. How do I do that? We bring up the English keyboard. And then type in quit. All right, so let's do a little bit in English. Then we'll try other languages like French and German. No. I'll pick English. Okay, Mel, we'll be speaking or texting English. Let's talk about your family. How are your family dealing with the social isolation caused by the virus? I'll say okay. Mel, I find that hard to believe. You're asking? Well, all right, I'm sad. Okay, I'm just very, very sad about the whole thing. Yes, I'm sure. Yes, I'm sure. I ask you why. Well, let's quit out of this and then try it. I'll show you the German version. Oh, let's try Mel again. We'll try German this time. French. Let's try German. I'll say German. Right. You see the Dutch, we got the German keyboard. They have their own keyboard in the Germans. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to do the keyboard. It's another question. Well, sprechen Sie Deutsch? Sprechen Sie Deutsch? All right, I'm stuck here. All right, so that's a general idea. You can switch keyboards and speaking the other language. You get Grace is very busy. So I decided to make this movie. Again, I'm tired again. All right, so that's an idea. Yeah, it's just a cool Harry. Oh, okay, let me just stop the recording. The video and then the session here.